Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colony section for some cursor maps. That's right, we're visiting Tricky Corp yet again, and we are going to check out a couple of the maps over here. I'm actually pretty interested in this cursor one, thanks to Dark Rubberneck, and C cursor Asteroid Field. So we're going to give these a go. Have not even loaded them up, so no idea what they're about. So let's give them a go. Now, you will notice I do have the cursor indicator on. What I am going to do after the last decision is that I am going to leave the cursor indicator on for cursor maps, and for regular maps, I'm actually going to be turning it off. I know it's a little distracting, but I think for the cursor maps especially, I mean, it makes sense to be able to find the cursor. So, just so you know, that's why that little beam of light is there. So, let's see what this is all about. The humans seem to think leaving Creeper alive is some sort of sport. Because they left several asteroids devoid of defenses. So, very defenseless asteroids. I'm a big fan of that. And barely guard many others. We activated the dormant emitter on one of the asteroids to destroy all nearby defenses. After that, it's up to you to destroy everything else. Escorting the mesh and opening up mesh routes will be vital to this operation. Fantastic. The last base was lazily built most for the purpose of aesthetics. While they surely didn't care about the looks of the base as much, they still seem to have put only minimal defenses on most outer asteroids. They also haven't built a factory. Good to know. Freeing up some of the spore towers may allow you to land some surprise hits on remote locations, and if you get lucky, the egg production will also make sure the area around the spore towers are secure for our goals. I mean, if spores can land someplace pretty cool, I mean, we can use that to our supreme advantage. The center asteroid is more defended than the Rift Lab of the last world. However, starving them for energy should work just as well as last time. Despite the clearly available resource terrain, the humans couldn't be bothered to build miners, so this shouldn't be too difficult. And then a reminder of how curses work, which is basically point at things and move it along. Spread it around the map, you get more power, more gooder. I am always a fan. Let's give this map a look-see. We'll give it a top-down view so we can see. So this is what the top-down view will look like. I do know it does have that big cross, but I think once the creep is there, it will help to see. If this is still annoying for cursor maps, I will happily turn it off. Please let me know if you even want this off for cursor maps as well. But if you don't, then yeah, I think we're pretty good. It looks like we're starting in this corner. We're going to be coming around. We obviously have mesh all along. I mean, very limited defenses. I mean, look at this. This is... yeah, very limited defenses over here. Very fantastic. We're going to be taking that emitter pretty easily, I think. Moving along, singing our song. I mean, obviously we want to get to the base. We want to go around. Over here doesn't have... I mean, over here is like all of their defenses, but they're so far to the edge. Yeah. We have the spores over here. Another emitter over here. So maybe we'll do some emitter hopping, get over here, I think. And then maybe work our way around, see what happens. But yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. Let's give it a go! So, going top-down, because cursor maps, I think, play a little bit friendlier top-down. And I will admit, maybe from the top-down perspective, that cross is a little annoying. So, I will fully admit there. Our entire... oh, shame. So, our entire goal is to get past this mortar. And I think we did it. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Mr. Mortar. We have made it to underneath you. You have failed. Dun, dun, dun. The mortar is done. Obviously has no more power, which is fantastic. And we can get moving along. Singing our song, and yes, moving to the next mortar. Again, already out of power because we're about to destroy that tower. So we're able to move. Now... will this mesh up? We can't make mesh, so can we move along mesh? Will mesh fill up naturally? Is that a thing? I don't know. Maybe we have to go along we have to go along this circuitous route in order to destroy this nullifier, because that will activate the emitter on the mesh. There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes all the sense in the world. There we go. Now this emitter is on. This mesh is now active, and there we have it. Happy times are here completely. We don't need to go over here, but again, it's free power in essence. It'll fill up naturally, and we're sort of waiting for the mesh to fill up anyway, so might as well. And there we go. Let's even get off a top-down for a bit. I think we're fine, at least for a little bit. It is easier to be very specific and pinpointy, but you know what? We're just having fun. We're spreading our creep, destroying the things, and we kind of have to wait for the mesh to catch up, unfortunately. But that's okay, because again, we are spreading the creep. It looks like, yeah, we can't necessarily go really over here without the mesh. So I guess while we wait, we might as well try and... Oh, we need to really empower this. Yeah, that's right. If we empower the mesh, it spreads faster. There we go. Okay, so we're empowering. We got this area. Again, another zone down. I mean, that cannon's going to do stuff, but at the same time, it's going to just lose its power. So sorry, cannon. Oh, no. And we are going to keep the mesh spreading. Fantastic, fantastic. This is spreading over here, which is great. And we're going to see how... I mean, we're not quite strong enough for all of the cannons in the world yet, unfortunately. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And, oh, this is what we needed. This is where we want to be honest with you. Now, do we have any actual creep down here is the question, right? Because obviously we will need creep. And I don't know if it will breed off of mesh like this. So that is something... yeah, well, okay, it does breed off of mesh, which means we take this out, we take out all the power sources, they don't have power, of course, and yeah, spore launcher identified, easy peasy. The reason I left this area was probably because they actually have some decent defenses, and I figured we could get some easy power on the southern side of the map. That's right, grabbing some easy power, and we're moving along. Now, say like right here, these cannons and the super mortar, definitely slight problem. Definitely a slight problem. We might, if the creep can make it up here, we might be able to actually destroy. Oh no, I lost it. We just need to build it up, get it up over here. That's right. It's just, the cannons are just too much. We are taking over here, which is fantastic, though, which, I mean, obviously. And, yeah, we'll just move around. You know, take the power sources that we can. Take that tower. Come on, you can do it. I want this pylon. That's all I want. There we go. And cannons are now destroyed. I mean, obviously they're not destroyed yet, but obviously it's happening, right? We're not letting this get rebuilt. These cannons will run out of ammo, and once they do, there we have it. Even though there's a mortar here, that mortar cannot stop us. As you can see, it can't really fully clear the creep that well when it's a thin little layer. And we, again, are gaining more power because we are controlling more land, more power, more good, more win. So yeah, feeling pretty okay with this. Again, let's see if we can supercharge this mesh up on this side, because if we can get up here, then these mortars go down, and if we can get this cannon down too, I think we would have a fantastic landing site. The cannon still has power. I just don't want this cannon around, because that's going to be a bigger hindrance than most other things. We are taking out more of its power supply, which is fantastic. And yeah, the cannons causing slight problems, of course. But again, we have enough power now that we really can cause some havoc. As you can see, oh my. That was the linchpin. I thought they would still have a connection over here. I didn't even think to look that there was no connection to this entire zone from this one pylon. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a thing. We just did a thing. It happened. They're not very happy, of course. Not only did we cut off all of this from power, but we also cut off some good power generation. Some solar panels, always a good time. Oh, and there we... That's what we want to see. Look at this. This is it. There we go. Egg power. Oh, everything's disconnected. That's right. Everything. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We even have spores launching into the... Oh, wow, that's a pretty good emitter right there. Let's see where they're firing. Looks like a couple random spores. Never a fan, but we can't control that, unfortunately. But again, we will get more land, and since we have some sporage over here, let's try and keep this active, because we have to wait for we have to draw their power out eventually. You know, it's free land in essence, so actually by taking this via the spore, or I think it was a spore, maybe it was an egg, but taking that as is actually a very big boon for us, of course. Again, more power, more good. That's what you want to see. Their generation, pretty good, pretty good. You know, it's not the best. I mean, they're only at 10, but we also aren't taxing them nearly as much as we need to be. Right? I mean, realistically, oh my gosh, look at that. We need to make sure we get rid of these, because right now... Oh no. Yeah, that's... Okay. Oh, the creep's just sliding up from space. Oh yeah, that's... You know... That's never a problem. Creep sliding up from space. No Creeper World player ever hates that, right? Just space creep. But you know what? It's our benefit. It is our space creep this time. And we're going to see if we can cut out some of the outside, because the inside does have some very, very strong defenses. And yes, we are starting to tax their... Look at their deficit. Their deficit is growing immensely. I should actually let them keep trying to build the... Oh, they're losing power over here. Oh, that's perfect. Keep the creep here. Let them keep building sprayers, which is what we actually want. They can't even power the sprayers. I mean, literally, sprayers are pretty pointless to them. So, I don't know why they keep trying to build it. I don't even know why those sprayers are there. They don't have any mines. They don't have a factory. So, you know, there we have it. We've taken a nice little hold. That's what we wanted to see. A nice little hold. And again, we'll work our way to the outside. We want to basically surround them at this point. We still, I mean, maybe we can start moving in. Because if we start to move in, let's get just the tiniest bit of creep right here. We take out some solar panels. Oh, some more solar panels go. Oh, that's what you want to see. You want to see solar panels. Look at that deficit just expand. Oh, you don't have the ammo for this, sirs. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry indeed. You can see the creep on the outside just starting to get in. If we help this along, can this even make it? Maybe. They might have enough. I was just testing the water there. Obviously, I will say the earned towers, even in the deficit, I mean, we can take out the base. I'm trying to stay away from the base. Don't get me wrong. I know we could have taken the base, but the goal is not to take the base. The goal is to take everything. We want to crush their hopes and dreams before they fly off. So I'm very happy with that. Their generation down even lower. The creep definitely in on all sides. And you know what? I mean, we can't stop from taking the base right now. I am trying to stay away from it. But we shall see. We shall see. Again, playing with your food. I enjoy the playing with the food portion of it. You know, we are here to eat the world, and you know, just a little bit of everything should get eaten. There we go. This has been the Asteroid field. Definitely not the hardest of them. They even have some urns that are in the ground. I mean, look at that. They couldn't even be bothered to dig it up. Oh, they're so snarky, and I mean, come on. All you need was one turp in the center. You controlled the center. All right, here we go. Rift, jump away. Time-wise, 10 minutes, not too bad. Probably, yeah. Around after, actually a little bit better. I'll take it. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely could have gone for the base earlier, but you know what? It's about having fun, and I enjoy just relaxing and taking it easy. So this says long, hard, fun. Apparently it's broken and medium, so we shall see. It's a mimic. Better deal with it before it deals with you. Spore towers are all at different settings, so beware of eggs. So this, I'm guessing, is an anti-creep map. Ooh, okay. By the way, you might want to check out the Bertha unit. It's ever so slightly more powerful than normal. Okay. So we can place the Bertha? Oh! Wait. Cursor activates. Recommended to create anti-creepers so you can benefit from the cursor. It's also recommended not to solely rely on the cursor, though. You will need to build structures to survive. So this is a mixed map. Ooh, I have not really played many mixed maps. I think I've only done one before, if that. I don't even remember. Also, Creeper will eventually spill into the void, so don't let things slog out too long. This world is weird. Better get... Okay, so this is a weird world. Important notes, the Bertha in the special set is more powerful than your standard Bertha. So deal with it to deal with rising creeps. Okay, very interesting. Okay, that's a big ol' emitter. Where do we start then? Because it looks like there's stuff everywhere. I mean, we could start there, but that seems like it's a bad idea. This is 15. This is 1. Well, let's first take a top-down view. Take a look. I am very intrigued. There's an urn over here, which I definitely want to see. So we will need to assault. Not all of these are connected. So like that's connected, but this is completely isolated. This is completely isolated. These are completely isolated. Interesting. Be kind of neat. Like this feels like it should be the start, but that emitter is way too powerful. 85. Definitely way too powerful. 2,000 every 25 seconds. Oh my. 65, 75. Yeah, we're going to be starting over here, I am very sure. But 2 every 4 minutes. Okay. 6. Oh my god, these are very powerful emitters, too. Tricky Gamer, what are you doing? 300s? This is not a cursor map. You lied to me, sir. You lied to me. But that is quite alright. We have 1 urn available. We have... Blueite at a limited rate. Definitely not as high as I would hope. And yeah, this is, again, this is the smallest emitter, but it's also probably the quickest, I think. Yeah, it's small in relation, but I mean, like, I think this is actually more powerful than this one, I believe, right? Yeah, that'll tick 4 times before that ticks once. So, interesting. And that's obviously a monster. Am I missing somewhere to start? Is that true? And I guess since this is a mixed map, I will turn off the not the paths, the map indicator. Turn that off. And again, 85. I mean, this one actually seems reasonable as well because it's 85 every 1.73. But this seems like much more space. There is the urn. There is all of the resources, of course. Interesting. I am mightily confused and scared even. So, Tricky Gamer, hats off to you. Because this looks like it's going to be a tricky game. Oh my, look at that. Look at what I did there. Oh, it's the best. Let's go there, sure. And the reason I'm filling all of these in, we can get some pretty good connections, pretty much standard. It's not perfect, but because we're building in a circle, it doesn't matter, because that one can connect to the base. But if you notice, off the base, we can only build 2. Again, you generally want to start off by building 2 things off of the base right off the bat, and there we have it. We have our 2 things, we have our 3rd thing. We're going to be making some form of power, and I'm just going to start with a mortar, because it can shoot down. Let's get it going. And yeah, I am definitely very worried. We will obviously want a mortar defense over here, cannons ideally on the ground, but first we need to deal with this. And this is scary to me. So let's also hook up our sides now that we are potentially gaining power. There we go. Side 1, side 2. Let's grab side number 3, which we'll toss down 2. So we will want a factory relatively soon. I'd imagine we'd want to start pumping out sprayers because we do have a decent bit of generation. Not huge generation, but a decent bit. So once this first mortar is down, I am going to build a factory. Again, our generation... pretty weak right now, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. Factory is going down. Let's go to a sprayer, of course, and if we will be getting a Bertha once we control this first land. But I'm scared. I am very scared now. I want the sprayers on this side, primarily, to start spraying and funneling down over here to sort of curtail this area. Sprayers, let's turn them on. Let's turn on always on, of course. And I'm even going to toss down Urn Port, and I'm going to do mine production, not energy production, because I think we're going to keep sprayers going everywhere, in essence. One nice thing about sprayers is once they're built, doesn't matter anymore about their ammo for energy. You know, we don't need energy for ammo. We just need the bluite. So at the moment, we definitely have too many sprayer. Actually, two. Looks like it might be all we can support. But that's okay. That's okay. Again, we have all of our things built. Our energy is not terrible. We're going to toss down a few more mortars. We're going to toss down a mortar at the front as well. Basically get a mortar on every island, and then some at the front. We do need a little bit in terms of ability to destroy down there. Let's actually start to get a force, because I think we will want to go down. And can we get... Yes. So we can get that boy, which means if we were to say fly in here, yes, you can get energy down below via this one. Let's toss one in pretty much every corner. That way, no matter where we are down there, we will get it. Look at that. We are even pushing back with our anti-creep, which is fantastic. And we're just going to fly these two immediately down below. And we're going to toss down one down below as well. I'm going to put one just on mesh. That way, we will be fantastic. And look at this. We have actually, I think, even taken our first friend. So, okay. We've taken it. We can overload, which is fantastic. Anti-creep seems to be spilling over, which is fantastic. We will need some defenses over here. Not too much, but we do have some flying friends coming to get us. So let's take a quick stockpile of our initial lands. Feeling pretty good. We obviously are going to need to maximize our power, though, because especially if we are going to be using a Super Bertha, I'm not saying it's super in terms of cost, because it might cost the exact same in terms of energy. So while it's a Super Bertha, because it is a Super Bertha, I mean, Tricky Gamer has said such, that doesn't mean it's going to cost, 10 times the amount or anything. It's probably going to cost the same, but Berthas are very intense in terms of energy requirements. So feeling pretty good about this. We are going to now shift all of our mortars to the other side, which is fantastic. I think the cannons and the anti-creep can handle that now. And again, we have cursor capabilities. So let's see how our cursor does with what we now have. So our cursor, pretty strong. Okay, so I was worried, but our cursor's pretty strong. I mean, look at this. I saw tiny little spikes, but okay. So now we have 25 seconds before this bad boy pops again. So we're going to try and take as much of the edge around our zone as possible, and we're going to actually fly these mortars up. I want both the cursor and mortar support for this. Our generation, still not the best, so I am hoping to get that under control. And my goal is not only to use this cursor here, but also use the support of the mortars to really, really handle these pushes. Again, it's 25 seconds between pulses, so this is definitely doable pulse-wise. I am a little bit concerned about other elements, but we also want, all of our cannons over here. Eggs are popping, which is always a problem, and I just want to get some defenses in here so when this pops again, we can really curtail it, and once it's curtailed, we can actually start building nullifiers. So that is essentially our goal at the moment. We want to get these nullifiers online. We want to keep these eggs under control, but this is going to pop again for 2,000. So let's make sure we have defenses that can handle it. And you know what? Let's try and just place a nullifier here, and we'll work with one to start. We probably could go for both, but I am a little concerned. Look at that. That egg is going to completely destroy our nullifier instantly. Thank you, egg. Thank you very much. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, okay, so this nullifier is the one true nullifier. The one we needed, and look at that. With the help of the cannons, with the help of everything else, we definitely did curtail the pulse. Eggs still popping. Let's try and save this cannon. Or tower. Not cannon. That tower's probably going to go. Oh, no. Save the nullifier above all else. I do want to make some pylons, but I don't feel like I have the energy yet to afford pylons with this push. So we will work towards getting more energy, of course, more towers, more energy. We're going to take this point and then sort of reassess our situation. Because we don't have the energy for a Bertha yet, even, right? I mean, our energy situation is pretty terrible. So we did have to rebuild this. Oh, there we go. The overload is complete. That should help our energy, without a doubt. Overloading is fairly expensive. This right here is this right here is going to give us 2 nullified objects, which is huge, right? I mean, double the nullification basically means this island is ours. The overload being complete is huge for our energy. It basically, don't take our one connecting tower. Bad idea. Let's correct that as well. Let's toss down backups. Oh my god, I moved. Yep. That's a bad time. So that was my fault. I was being a little silly. I wanted to put backups up. I wanted it to do everything, and I mean, to be fair, the egg kind of popped out. I mean, look at that. Look. I mean, I can't stop that. I can stop this, though, and that's what I need to stop. Keep them going. Let's take it to the corner. Don't care about this side. Well, let's go. Get it built. Once it's built, it should not be allowed to die, of course, because once it's built, all it takes is, it can survive for a few seconds. Let's see, how is the creep looking? Yeah, so our generation, our mouse, ooh, see, that is definitely a big bad boy. And there's the egg popping behind the nullifier. And that's why this view is a little hard to see, because it is hard to see that nullifier. Oh my gosh, look at all of these pops. It's amazing. We do have plenty. Oh, there we go. There's the nullifier. We're online. Let's take over this island and see where we go from here. So we're going to just force our way through, get rid of the creep. There is an egg directly below us, and then we're going to start getting some more energy. With this in mind, do we want some more cannons being built? I think so. If you hold control, it builds in a straight line for you. You don't have to worry about it, which is fantastic. I've not actually used that before. I need to start using that, and I'm planning on it. Let's get just a couple of cannons, too. So thank you very much for informing me of that. I think somewhere I knew that, but at the same time, it's not something that I've been regularly doing. I'm pretty problematic with that. This needs to be overloading now, and I guess we can. I was not building the nullifier because eggs like to go over there. So I am trying to curtail that as I say. Look at that, they just taken out our mortars, which is fine. We'll get this online, and then we can get an urn. And this urn, I think, will be for energy. Again, look at our energy. It's terrible. We have terrible energy. Not a fan. So, but I'm feeling pretty good now. Again, with these 2 nullifiers, again, this land is our land. We are making it ours. We are taking over. And here we go. These eggs are coming out pretty hard and fast. And they're pretty full eggs, I will admit. So we will have to be prepared for that. But the emitter's almost on. 2 more, another spore launcher almost completely gone, which are more eggs we don't have to deal with. And we can see we are fighting pretty hard. So let's actually toss down. Actually, you know what? Because this is a cursor map, I think I'm going to pause more than I've been trying to lately. I've been trying not to pause as much, again, just trying to have fun. But I think you kind of almost need to pause in cursor maps, because if you're, well, especially like this, I mean, if we are trying to move units around, and, oh no, we can't, because, or we are, but we lose ground because our cursor is not, someplace useful. Well, that's not a good thing, right? So we need our cursor to be actually active and engaged, while at the same time moving these units around and building things. So if I'm going to build anything, if I'm going to move anything around, I am going to pause for the most part, because if you don't, that's a problem. Let's toss down a Terp. Fantastic. Terp has been tossed. That will get us that urn, which will get us more power, which will hopefully allow us to maybe build a Bertha, because I think that is something that is highly anticipated on my radar. And there we go. We are pushing to the edge. Again, always take your edges. Always take your edges. And don't... See? That's why we built backups. That's why we built backups. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, jeez. Stop it! Look at these. The eggs explode for so much. Why would you make such powerful eggs? I mean, I understand you're a tricky gamer, but come on. There we go. Alright. Gonna do a little pause here. Did we lose connection? Because I think we might have. That's a problem. We do not want to lose our connections. You know what it is? It's because of different elevations. Yeah, see, that elevation difference is causing a problem. So there we go. It's the elevation difference. That was causing a whole slew of problems. Let's just build 3 more mortars. And look at how... Still. Oh, jeez. That is so deep. Everything... Oh, my gosh. All right, so we are definitely supposed to be building our super mortar, or our Bertha, at this point, which is fantastic. Again, I am going to be building the Bertha. This nullifier is not charging anymore, I believe. Oh, no. Yep. Because we lost power. Power's back, which is good. We are holding it yet again, which is good. Problematically so, the eggs are spawning again because both emitters are offline, but back online on one. The overload has to start from scratch, so yay. And let us pause and just really drill this in. We want multiple connections. No. I know it's a web, I know it's ugly, but these eggs are coming in, and all it takes is one egg. They're so powerful that they can very easily take out a tower. And towers are very cheap to build, so I don't mind building a couple of them, like I just did. I also don't mind building these towers, A, for energy, and B, so I can get some mortars over here. And the mortars over here are going to start shooting the really thick areas that are going to be at connecting points, and that's actually a really good thing for us. Get those connections lower so they're not pushing in nearly as much. We can even push into them a tiny bit, but we want to secure our lands. Look at that, look at them. It's the worst. Nope, don't take my mortar. There we go. Alright, feeling better. We did lose the urn, so let's hit 5 on the numpad, because when you are on a tab, you can use the numpad. This mortar, let's move him back a little bit. Let's make sure they're shooting the bridge that we want them to shoot, and not anything else. And yeah, again, we are stable. Overloads are happening. One overload is happening. Oh my. Once the overloads happen, we'll be good. I am going far slower than I was hoping. Perfectly fine. I just, Oh, jeez. We are so low on power. Alright, let's turn this off. And you know what? If we look at this... Okay, so there's very little creep over here. So we're going to take all of our sprayers and actually move them over here. Try and do a little transplanty type thing. And look at the creep fight back because of our power deficit. Again, the overloads are happening, which is a problem at the moment. Let's move those back. Is it really? Or I didn't realize overloads were that energy intensive. This is at 28. Let's cancel that overload. Let's only overload one so we can possibly keep fighting. So overloads, amazing. Also terrible. Also terrible when you're trying to hold on to energy. Fantastic there. Thank you, Egg, for destroying that. But again, with one and only one overloading, looks like we are firing yet again. Now over here, we have completely taken, which is fantastic. That was entirely the point. These can move back, move to the front lines, because we have a use for blue light. We have plenty of blue light. And in fact, I could even do one better. We're going to get this urn very, very soon, so I'm not going to worry about it. Here we go. We're pushing everything back. The overload happened. Deficit is off. This is now being built, which is fantastic. We're going to build up a little bit of a store here. I think that is going to be most beneficial for us, building up that little bit of storage. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, of course. Wow, that egg blew up that, like, instantly. Because it was a terp, and it wasn't finished. It was at, like, 85%. Like, these eggs are literally blowing up, like, in our lands, and, like, the exact spot that they need to. That's what's annoying me, is the eggs... Like, we had a terp right here at, like, 85%. It could have blown up anywhere in this entire island, and it just said, yeah, I'm going to blow up on the terp. That's what I'm going to do. And we can overload this now, because we have a store. We will be draining our storage, which is fine. But we will get our terp online, which is more fine. We do have the capability, again, just to get... This terp literally exists just to get that urn. And it is happening. We could flatten the land. I don't care about flattening the land. I just want to get our urn, get it in energy collection, and let's go. There we go. Fantastic. We are going to start getting our energy. And now we're not using nearly as much, which is fantastic. So let's move up our cannons, our mortars even, for that matter. Move up some cannons, because we can as well. Try and hold them where they are. And I think we're going to be... Oh, nope. Push back. Save the mortar. Push it back. There we go. Now we're firing quite a bit, which is okay. Our store is still stable. The overload is happening. The energy generation is climbing. Oh, thank you, Urn. Thank you so much. You have done the work that we needed. Probably should have put you in earlier, but we have the Bertha 2. Let's go with the Bertha 2 and see what we can make of this. So, let's pause and see where we actually want to assault. Now, realistically, I mean, there's only one real area we want to assault, and it's going to be over here, right? We want this land. Why do we want this land over this? Well, this is surrounded on multiple sides with multiple incomings. This has just the 2, plus it has the red on, plus it has 2 spore launchers in it. And I don't want those spore launchers in my life. So, fantastic. Let's get going. 225 eggs on the map. Oh my gosh. This is definitely a bit bigger than I was expecting. A bit more than I was expecting. Not in a bad way, but, you know, you never know. Once the Bertha is built, we shall have to wait and see. And let's actually just give it a look. See, this is going to take 350 energy. Okay. Okay. Once it is online, though, you know what, Bertha? I'm just going to target you right now, right there. So we will know once you're online because we are getting some good fires going. We have more energy than we've ever had. So the creepest is at its deepest. Let's get some more mortars. I think with the overload complete, I think we can put down a couple more. So it's still within our energy range, which is fantastic. I think these mortars are going to be the ones to do it for us. And in fact, I'm going to get some more sprayers. We have a generation of 4 blueite, and we're stable. I mean, we're like perfectly stable, but I think we can afford a couple more. I don't know the exact ratio of blue light generation to sprayers. I'm not sure if it's 0.5 to 1. I'm not sure, but I think we have the capability to generate a few more. And now that we have a few more things popped on, let's just double it. Always on. Feeling pretty good. Wish we had some air forces. Wish we had some rockets. But again, building a rocket right now I think would be a bit heavy-handed. And this is stable over here, which is fantastic. That's stable without me touching it. So I think we can start working on pushing in. Now, again, I think we're going to need whatever this Super Bertha is. Oh, look at that! Look at just so much damage they do. And we move for a second, and it's gone. So, Bertha, you are our only hope. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. Our blue light is definitely going down now, which is fine. I have not... You know, we just want them to be pumping it out anyway. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, we can't necessarily, like, just zoom over here, zoom it over. Yeah, we can't really zoom anywhere. So, I mean, look at it. Look at him go. It's so much creep. But, again, we're feeling pretty good with our energy. So we can toss out a few more. I mean, that'll help. Use your energy. It is your resource. The Bertha should be up and running very, very soon. We want to just slowly make our way in. Again, the mortars should be doing, I mean, decent work, but the creep is so deep that's the problem, right? The creep is just immense. So, no matter what we do, we are in a fight against this creep menace. Oh, look at that, see? Just pop down there. Just one little thing, and that's all it takes. It takes out a tower. We move for a second. Hey, look, they take back land. So, let's see. Bertha is up and operational. So, we will get a shot. The shot is coming. Oh, Bertha. Oh, Bertha, save me. Please, Bertha. I've been foretold, or I've been told, that you are the chosen Bertha. You are the one that will lead us, that will save us. Please fire, Bertha. Please fire. In fact, I'm going to pause and make sure. Oh gosh. It needs a lot. Yeah. You know what, since it's super, I'm going to move it a little bit more in. I hope to see what this is like. Look at how deep this is compared to our power. We even took this, which is a tiny bit of generation, but still, I mean, look at the immense amount of creep just leaking into space, leaking everywhere. We can't really cross those little pippets. I mean, we probably could, but I mean, again, this is bad. We can barely hold them back. The Bertha is feeling pretty good. Our energy generation is doing quite nicely. So let's try and get 2 more mortars. Let's actually move these back for mortars again. I do like me some cannons, but I think with the sheer depth of this creep, I mean, it kind of has to be mortars, for me at least. I do want more range on them. Speaking of that, I want this urn really, really badly. You know what? I probably can actually get rid of the mines now and go for fire range. Didn't even really... I was thinking more of the first... not fire range, fire rate. I was thinking more of the initial island where we were primarily going to be using sprayers, and we did. But now, you know what? I don't care if we have a sprayer anymore. We will need them at some point, of course, but for now, I think just having more fire rate is going to be more beneficial. It will, obviously, use more energy, which is problematic, but we are building things, which is using up our energy, which, you know, once those are built, we will be in a much better spot. So, fire range would be quite good as well, but at the same time, I'd rather make our things just more effective. Okay, so we just had a shot of a Bertha, and it did do a decent chunk. A decent chunk. Don't get me wrong. I think the explosion is bigger than I was expecting, so really we want it to be just right in the center of this thing. But did that do enough for us to actually gain power? Looks like it did. Looks like it did. Okay. So the Bertha is what we need. Now the problem is we are getting surrounded on all sides. And oh, look at that. They cheekily attacked our back line as they tend to do, which is fine. But we are going to toss some towers down. They do need connections. We are going to do backup connections. And I'm going to take some of these back mortars and move them up, I think. Yeah, move them up like that. Hopefully we can hold until the next Bertha shot. And then we can probably make some progress. And of course, look at that egg. Oh, that cheeky egg. Alright, Bertha. Where's your second shot? I know you're supposed to fire fairly well. You have all the energy we can give you. I just can't hold this land. These mortars have to fall back now. They are too precious to me at the moment. I'm going to leave that one there, though. I'm going to leave my mouse right here on this mortar and pray. There's... Oh, look at that. There we go. That's what we want. Look at... It's such a weird shape. I mean, maybe those aren't all eggs popping. It's just interesting. Okay, that's what we needed to see. There's your Super Bertha. Okay, now this will flow in here, and we can actually take some progress. Oh, look, you're so much weaker now. So much weaker. Oh, my. Oh, it's a happy, happy time. And with a happy, happy time is happy, happy mortarage. We are going to truly invade. I don't really like invading with mortars alone. But we have so much anti-creep, I'm not super worried about, like, cannon support, just for tiny bits of creep underneath them. It's really just the deepest of the creepest that we're dealing with right now. So, yeah, I think the mortars alone should be fine. Getting the whole slew in here will help with eggs. It will help with them rebuilding. Oh, no, not that egg. Okay, good. That egg was very scary to me. Hopefully we will get another mortar shot very, very soon as we take more land, and more land, again, is more good. Now, we are spreading out, and this is the problem, right? The more you spread out, the more you get surrounded. The more you get surrounded, the more they can kill you. So we do want to get to walls. You know, we want to take to walls to keep our points of... Oh! Okay. That was immense. This, if we can get a nullifier in... Now that egg is going to be a problem. No doubt. But, maybe, if we keep enough anti-creep right here, we can survive it. And I think... Oh, no. Nope. Okay, this is what we have to do right now. We have to get this emitter. Because once we get this emitter, I think we've taken what we need to take. I am going to move this mortar shot slightly back. I know it's a huge explosion, but I mean, if we can sort of pinpoint it to the thicker areas, you know. Here we go. Yes, nullifier overload. Don't forget that one. And you know what? Problematically, I think we have another shot from our Bertha, which is going to be amazing. Better be. I thought I heard it. Maybe I didn't. I am going to be building a pylon network up to the front. There it is. Okay. So we have plenty of energy. You know what? We have MRIFs. Yeah, we can only have one Bertha. So we can toss down an MRIF. We can toss down an MRIF. Boom. We have two MRIFs. We're also going to build a pylon network because two MRIFs will take a while to build. So what we're going to do is pylon, 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 and pylon. Do we want pylons to, yeah. Oh, this is going to be way too much energy. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking too hard, but again, look at that. We have an emitter nullified. We have destruction in our back ranks. We have a deficit, which is going to make sure our emitter definitely goes offline because of pylons, which is fine. I think the pylons are close to being built. Oh yeah, our nullifier still has energy. We're good. We are good indeed. So, now we need to take out our emitter friends to the south. We are definitely losing a wee bit of ground. I can't see. I just want the nullifier alive. Here we go. Again, creep is coming in from all angles. Let's see how... Yeah, see, it's definitely flowing in. And over here is not too bad. This area should be relatively easy. It's just we are getting surrounded very heavily. I should not have gone to that much of a deficit just for some pylons. But I did, you know. It's what I wanted to do. And you know what? I'm okay with that. We are losing ground on our previous island, though, and that is a little disturbing to me. I don't really mind. Oh, I think I heard the shot, though. I think I heard the shot of the Bertha, which essentially seals the deal. Ooh. Keep it safe. There we go. Okay, that's what we needed. We're just gonna take some land, push them back, and see where it's big and where it's small. See, it's small down here, so we can probably take this relatively easily. But look at how much creep comes out of these eggs. Too much creep, sir. Too much creep. You have created a monster of an egg lemma. It is not excellent. It is not exactly what I wanted. Egg-tastic? I don't know. Something with eggs. There's a lot of egg things you can do. I'm not egg-static for them. Something along those lines. We are holding the... I'm trying to hold more of a wall here. And look at this. The nullifier is almost done. Yay. Oh, that's what we need to see. We need this... Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you. I literally almost messed that up trying to hold the wall. That would have been just terrible among terribleness. And you know what? I'm a fool. I am such a fool. Is it under weapons? Special? Can we drop a shield here and here? And drop a shield here. Now we don't really have... We have radon. Because our MRFs have been built. Let's see what happens. I actually don't know how the shields would react with creep of this magnitude. But you know what? I never use shields. And I should. I also, thinking about it, as a good friend has pointed out, a viewer, I can move this here and have you on AC pull field. Well, let's see how that does too. So let's see. It does look like the creep is still Oh, okay, there we go. This is what we need. We need to get to this, cut this off. I want to push this back quite a bit. Okay, shields. Shields bad. Shields. It's so deep that the shields are actually not effective. Not effective. That is okay. I will turn them off, and I will regain control over here. Now, will that AC pull field work is another question on top. But shields, thought it was going to be a good idea. Was not. AC pull field, though. Let's take a look at how... See, AC pull field might be a good idea for when we take this to keep this area contained. And I think that's going to be good for us. Now, is it good for us yet? It's kind of drawing the anti-creep from over here, so that's not necessarily the best. But I think it will be good. So I'm going to keep one over here, prepared to start collecting once we clear to this. And I think that's the key that I want to do. So I want this over here. I want you to fly like right there. an AC pull field, just to get right in front of that. Problematically, this side is now dying. This AC pull field, let's see if that can hold itself. I don't know. It does look like the creep is still pushing in. So, okay. And there we go. Another pop of eggs. Another slew going down. Again, there is no emitter here. This is just a beast of a map. And we can't charge our Bertha any faster, which is another slight problem, right? I mean, obviously, if we could keep our Bertha, like, supercharged and just fire, 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 that would be amazing. I am going to spread out and try and hold them like a so. Front. Well, let's see how this little fan-out system works. Again, we actually have some decent energy, so I can even add a few more bits of creep destruction in here. We'll even toss in a couple of towers, just for that little bit of extra energy generation, and see how it goes. We do want to push this back, of course, and if we can take this, we can start getting rockets. And if we can start getting rockets, rockets essentially mean no matter what, you win the map with rockets. Okay, so AC pull field, you failed me. That's okay. That's okay. Not on this map. Completely understandable. I think moving our mortars up was a good thing. We'll even move a few more up, which is fantastic. And there we go. We're almost done in this zone. Ooh. Let's try and curtail one spore launcher. It looks like this spore launcher only has one egg left, which is amazing. And again, we are really cutting it down. Really going hard on it, which is fantastic. Look. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, there we go. Happy days, happy days. Okay, let us go. Boom, boom. Get energy. Please get some energy. All of the good, delicious, delicious energy. Let's grab a nullifier. Weapon. A nullifier. Thank you. And we're going to move this, actually, to this area. We're going to try and just destroy this up, I think. I think that's what we need to do. Might have needed to move it sooner. I mean, I guess if we destroyed that sooner, we might have been in a better spot, maybe. But I don't know, but we have clearly taken this zone. As you can see, our mortars are even saying, like, I really don't know what to do anymore, which is fantastic. I want them out of work. An out-of-work mortar is a happy mortar. Now, we will clearly be seeing eggs, and as we see an egg right here, I'm going to try and protect this nullifier. Good. It happened. Another egg right there. Again, try and protect the nullifier. That is the whole goal. And try and protect these mortars. I think with the mortars... Alright, nullifier's up. Nullifier's operational. Overloads are happening. It's a beautiful thing. We have curtailed them to one path. This path is slowly dwindling. And there we go. I think it's all downhill from here. I think we've basically gotten through the hardest portions. You know, it's just establishing yourself in that proper way. Definitely did not do it in an optimal fashion. So for that, if that annoys you, I apologize. Again, just relax, having fun, and I hope you're along for the ride. You know, please let me know where I should have gone better. I do think I let some things fall. You know, obviously there's eggs everywhere. They're just destroying things. I think they destroyed my pylon. But we have an emerald up here, so I don't really care. Shh. Don't tell the pylon that, but, you know, it's the truth. Let us now get some refineries. We're going to toss down 3, which is fine. We have the energy for it. And we will start with some rockets, which is fantastic. Ooh, They actually pushed over here. Just that little bit. And we even have our nullifier for this spore launcher. Again, less eggs, the better. And then once we take this, which we have, we will be moving down along the path to these fine emitters, and these will be very easy, I believe. So I'm not worried about these emitters. I am not worried about this spore launcher, although again, eggs are always going to be a problem. So let's at least guard this enough, which I think we just have, and let us move along. We do have some energy generation, which is fantastic. We are able to just completely decimate this area. I wanted to do this earlier. The only reason I didn't do this earlier was because I was very paranoid of leaving the other area. I just felt like if I left the other area, things would fall. And look at that. See? I left... Oh, it was just a tower. The nullifier did come online. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. It's a happy day. Glory days are here again. We have a nullifier going in. We can even put one in down here, which is fantastic. There we go. Dual nullifiers. This area is taken care of. Specialty. We don't have rockets. Oh, no, they're in air. There we go. Air. We can actually build some air support as well now, although generation still kind of sucks. I mean, we could build a couple of planes. I'm afraid the creep is just so deep that like 3 planes or 4 planes is not really gonna cut it, and that's what worries me right now. Is just there we go. Let's get our fire range up for those mortars, which is fantastic. The nullifier's online. Overload. Overload. We have the energy for it. We've taken out this area. We've filled it with anti-creep. Neither emitter has anything left, although there are some eggs at each one, of course. But once these eggs are popped, which they almost completely are. Oh. And this one has been completed. Fantastic. Okay. So let's see how this Super Bertha is doing over here. Doing fairly okay, which is great. And let's I mean, I want to say start working on this, but I mean, let's just see what that actually means, right? So if we quote-unquote start working on this, we are going to be getting more range, so that is good. This will hit as well. It's not going to do the most in the world, but you know what? It's something more than nothing. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with something more than nothing. Never have a problem with that. Always take what you can get. Don't be upset by that. And we're moving up both paths because we are going to want both paths regardless. So that's wonderful news. And with this in mind, let's even grab some towers going up. Oh my, towers going up. That's right. And we're going to take a little holding point, and we're just going to move our mortars in, and this should be significantly easier. I mean, look at that. Okay, there we go. We just hit with our Bertha. We should be able to grab a huge bit of land. And once we do, I mean, the mortars are coming in. They're all coming in. Just like this. This is exactly what we wanted to see. And, yeah, we'll clear the land for them with anti-creep. We will toss down some towers. Just like this. The beautiful thing is we can place towers and build anti-creep at the same time. It's kind of a neat little interaction that we get to do because we are the finger of power, so to speak. And yeah, here we go. Now that they've landed with all of their energy, we're doing great. Oh, I've popped eggs over here. Okay, so by shooting over here, we've popped the eggs, and those eggs were just like, nah, you ain't getting away with that. So, okay, that's fine. I understand. But we are working our way to another spore launcher. Another spore launcher will go down. There's the Bertha shot, which boom. And with this boom, we are going to try and take basically this entire island. I do need to do some work. We are going to move up all of our mortars basically into the center, I think. I think that is where I want them. And we're going to hold back this. That is the key, and hold back this. Take that so we have the wall, and then hold them back and build our wall. Fantastic. Push everything back. Oh, we did it. We did it. I'm very, very happy with that. We're just going to toss down an M Rift. We could get pylons again, but at this point we have plenty. And you know what? How bad is it? How much do I think we can handle? I mean, I think we can handle a little bit. We do have better generation than we did before, again, which is fantastic. Always love to see it. We're going to toss down a couple more of these, because we can. Even down here, because we can. Now, problematically so, will this sniper be the end of us? Now, there is a little lip here, so that's that means it might not be able to hit all of the eggs, but you can definitely see it aiming. So, oh, I should have moved my Bertha. That was problematic, wasn't it? Okay, okay. Bertha, where do we want you to shoot next? Obviously, it's just right on that emitter. There we go. Moving along, singing our song. It's happening. The eggs are popping. We got a sniper involved. Feeling pretty good about it. And yes, ooh. Is this too much? Is this too much? I think we're holding. I feel like we're holding pretty well. I do want to move some of these back mortars just a wee bit closer. And you know what? These cannons can get involved as well. These mortars, you're doing great. I mean, are they doing anything to this? I mean, look at that. Just those two mortars just having a ball. Honestly, they're just wasting energy. That's just silly of me. 5 mortars I felt might be able to make like little progress, just a tiny bit, but no. I mean, we're gonna need the Bertha in there, of course. Luckily, again, we're landing with everything. We have plenty of mortars over here. We're gonna have some cannons, which may help a little bit. An earned cannon would actually do some incredible work, but we don't really have the urns right now. And with that Bertha shot, that actually means the creep might start flowing backwards. Oh, look at that. Oh, oof. Oh, we did it. We pushed him back. We got basically all the eggs. And now, with all the eggs gone, you know what that means. It's Nully time. There we have it. Boom. No eggs, no problem. Sniper, you're doing fantastic work. Let's move you over there. Pop all the eggs in this area. I think that will do everybody some happy times. Nully, go on overload, of course. And I completely forgot. Did we did get this. Oh yeah, that's right. We put it in fire rate. Here we go. Let's check on our rockets. Our rockets are built. They are filling up. I think we can support another 1 or 2 rockets. And now that... Ooh, that's going down, which is fine. But now that we actually are using rockets, I am going to build 2 more rockets. And I am going to build the refineries. 3 over here. Look at that. We can get stuff from over there without going over there. But we do need to make sure this does not fall. So let's make sure this does not fall to the enemy creep. Let's fill it with anti-creeper and not lose our stuff that we just gained, of course. Beautiful. And there we have it. With that Bertha shot, you can see it's still... Oh my gosh, that Bertha shot did like nothing. Okay, Bertha shot. Fair enough. But the emitter is dead. Yo ho ho, the emitter is dead indeed. So, let's connect up. Let's reassess all of our mortars. In fact, I'm just gonna move all... Oh, jeez. I'm gonna move them, let them lift off, now that they're lifted off, and let's move them into this corner. I want them just like that. And I want a couple over here. I think that should be nice. And now our mortars will be working where we want them, of course. Problematically, we do want to come up here. This is very thick and deep. Oh, I just sent mortars to their doom, didn't I? Can we save? can. We can and have, and I think we just had a Bertha shot. So, let's take a quick look before it lands. We're at this height, which is slightly less than that. Still monstrous amounts of creep. And I think we should hear a landing. There it is. You see it flying in? Ooh, excuse me. That was a bad sneeze. There we go. Let's see how it did. I'm going to pause just to see. It did nothing. It did nothing. It did nothing. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. These guys in the back. Oh, that's way too many in the back. These few in the back. We'll move on up. Fingers crossed. And let's see. If we can nully this very easily, all we have to do is take a tiny bit of land, and we can nully. So, let's do that. Let's hold this with anti-creep. Build our nullifier. Boom. And keep moving along. So, we're going to have a nullifier, which is fantastic. No. We are getting rockets. I can hear it going off, which is fantastic. That sniper, the one good thing is it's preventing eggs from leaving, which is great. Probably should have built a sniper earlier just to start blowing stuff up in space. I was a little paranoid about space. Space is always a major concern of mine. So, you know, I am a little paranoid. Wait, where is the official Bertha spot firing? Where do we want it right in the center? I'm gonna put it slightly off center on the top area. Maybe it was like targeting a poor zone, and that's why the explosions weren't quite happening as it should. Fingers crossed, at least. But the nullifier is being charged over here, which is fantastic. We do have some of the zone. Not enough. Lost a little bit of stuff, which is fine. There we go. Now let's take a look at what it did. Again, not nearly as much as I was hoping. Okay, Super Bertha, you know, I love you. You're doing great work. You're not as effective as I was hoped, so maybe just move you down there. Maybe that'll... I mean, it does look like the anti-creep is that much stronger, so fantastic. Let's take our back mortars, move them up, get everything powered up over here and beyond. We obviously will need a connection there. And this is so craggy, you basically have to have mortars. The cannons really aren't going to do much, unfortunately, because of the nature of the pits and falls and just, again, the thickness of this creep. It is so bad. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh. We're losing everywhere. These two gonna have a bad day. This one gonna have a bad day. But again, our mortars are doing the work that they needed to do. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. We have another shot incoming, which will hopefully reduce the support for this area. And if we can reduce the support for this area, I think, again, look at this. We are starting to take basically everything now. So I'm feeling really good about that. This can overload. We can get a nully in. I'm going to put it on this side. Because once that egg pops, we are safe. And yeah, we have taken this isle. Just the eggs remain. So let's move towards this. Let's grab ourselves a new turp, just because I want to go back for the old one. And we now have our next earn. Now, do we want to start earning units is the question. We can. Without a doubt, we can. Oh my gosh. Why have I been such a fool? Why have I been such a fool? Of course we're going to earn a unit. We have a mega, ultra, mega awesome Bertha. Right? Why? How could I be so foolish as to not just immediately earn the Bertha? Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is a disaster. This is literally a mental disaster for me. It seems like such the obvious, simple solution is to just, hey, you have a Super Mega Bertha? Yeah, just earn it. That's it. Just earn your Super Mega Bertha. So yeah, we're gonna fill this in, get our power, of course. We're gonna move up all of our mortars because we want them over there. We're gonna move up over here as well. We're gonna build a nully over here because there's basically no chance that the creep is gonna get there, which is fantastic. And then yeah, we're going to earn up our Mega Bertha because that just makes sense, right? Earn one. There you go. Don't be a fool. We want a Mega Bertha. We got a Mega Bertha, and there we have it. Holy moly! Why did I? Whoa! Interesting. Oh, well, I lost the tower there, but no one cares about that tower. Sorry, tower. You weren't doing me any good whatsoever there. Anyway. Yeah, Mega Bertha. That's what we needed. Surprise, surprise. That is exactly what we needed. A hit over here, which is good. Let's actually just take this out, because it is, again, it's a wall. You want your walls taken. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastisch. And let's move most of our mortars up, of course. We don't need all of them. I actually like the fact that some of them are down here shooting all the things. And step the next is, do you have a single ammo? We just need a single ammo, please. Boom. Single ammo. That's all I wanted. Well, look at that. See, now the border... There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. Oh, my. I'm surprised this is putting up that much of a fight over here. But there we go. Again, moving in, moving down the spiral. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. This should not have been as bad if I had just started using Super Berthas. And I could do this again, don't get me wrong. This would not be bad to do again now, knowing what I know. But I've been asked to show my first attempts. Don't go through, play through and then say, oh, well, here's what I would have changed in my second one, just for time and things like that. Just show how it is when I just relax and play. And that's what I'm doing. So please don't hate on me too much. Learn from my mistakes, do better, and destroy. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we want to see. All the eggs in the world, but who cares? Because we can just put the nullifier on the outside. We do have this down, and... Oh, it fired! Oh, it fired away. Alright, well, come over here. Don't be always on. Stop always on. In fact, be at collect as or. And... Actually, can we... Yeah, we can just pop a tower down right there. Fantastic. We'll even grab a new M-Rift, because, again, we can. Why not? Feeling good. There we go. You should have energy. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's what we wanted to see. And we'll just land right here. The landing right here will be all we need. Oh no. Oh, he's on. There we go. Bloop. And there we go. We have landfall. We have anti-creep. We have nullifiers. Emitter the first, destroyed. And we can even put the second emitter over here. Once the first one is up, we can actually put the second one down. So we're just going to really control this emitter. It's not the biggest. I mean, it's 300 every 250. It's actually pretty sizable, but... You know how it goes. Oh. I don't want to be collecting Azor anymore. Please stop collecting Azor. In fact, come over here. And turn yourself off. That's right. That's right. We turned you off. Sorry to say. Now this... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm still firing over here. Of course, we will be moving to the deepest of the creepest there. This nullifier, we are not overloading. This nullifier, we will be overloading. Now, why is that? Well, I mean... This one, once this one's powered up, we'll hit both. So, no need to overload both. And yeah, we can even snag one more turpentine. Could make it here, which we're going to do. We could also not bother, but we're going to make it here. I think that's a good time. And I guess we do need to get over there. Now let's see. Is the AC? Yeah, the AC is strong enough. Piece of cake. I was just gonna. Ooh. Can we make it in space? No. That would be too much fun. Yeah, I would take over the entirety of space if that were the case. Happily take over the entirety of space, that is. We'll get our nully in. We'll put it in on this side, though. We don't necessarily want it right next door. Clearly, because if it was right next door, that could be slightly problematic, I should say. We do have our other nullifier on, which is fantastic. We do have all the good stuff. We have 6 orbitals, which is fantastic. And now, I guess the question is, do we want AC bombers, right? Because over here is not going to be bad, right? We can clear off a landing spot. I can even say, give me all of the mortars, bring them over there. That is not going to be too bad, just to get a drop of AC in. That's all we need, right? We just need a drop. So, that's not going to be too bad. This nullifier, you need to overload. Fantastic. This one, almost overloaded. Double fantastic. As you can see, we are making headway over here. And look at that. I mean, yeah, you can see we are doing some good work. Now, again, all we need is literally a drop of AC. And you can see what the mortars are doing to the meshed areas. We do have areas where we can just fly this guy in. Oh, wait, no. He can't land on the mesh. He has to land on the regular areas. Ooh. So, okay, so that's slightly problematic. Maybe we can. Now, let's take all of our sprayers, turn them all off. Turn them all off. And fly them all over here. Hopefully. Oh, that should be the... There we go. Those are done. Maybe we need to wait for the next blast, which is fine. In the next blast, we will be doing a landing party. I could be using flyers at this point. I realistically should. Don't get me wrong. Using flyers, very effective. But, I kind of like the fact that we've done this without flyers. Again, our generation is still pretty terrible. But AC bombers, I mean, we could very easily have a whole fleet of AC bombers in essence, right? So that's not necessarily the problem. Now I do. Oh, there we go. I should have flew them out over here. Wait. I guess I turned them off before they were armed. Oh my. I'm just gonna destroy them all like that. Boom. Not worry about a thing. And see how we hold this. Can we hold this? And if we can, we are going to do exactly what I wanted to do, which is a pylon. And a pylon. And the MRF should be over here somewhere. There it is. Pylon. We're going to fly our mortars and our newly formed cannon squad, because we need to obviously clear up some of this mesh. And we should have land. I let the pylon die, which is fine. It will be built again. Once this lands, we have this platform. We're doing great. I'm feeling good. We have 9 orbitals, which I am planning on using in the future for the final island. Yeah, look at that. We have taken this very handily. Very, very handily. Power-wise, let's just soak it all up. There we go, there we go. Here comes the blast. Bloom. Oh. Again, just trying to take whatever land we can. Keep them from regaining it as well. So I want to cut off the nullifier from the spore launcher so we can effectively make it so that the spore launcher is not getting a reinforcement, so to speak. And yeah. Oh god, look at all that over there. That's just nuts. Oh, it's just nuts. You start firing over there. We don't need you over here. We have secured this land, which is great. I'm very glad for that. It does appear that even all of the mesh is dying, which is interesting because it's not like we stopped the emitter. So, oh, look at that. It's not like we stopped the emitter, but you know what? Hey, I'll take it. We have effectively taken the center island. It is ours. Let's get some nullifiers going. It is the time for the nullies. Nully. Nully. Eggs, you're done. Emitter, you're done. Okay, fantastic. This nullifier went down, but it went down for a good cause. Of course, the egg pops out right on top of the nullifier, as it should. You know, if I was an egg, that's where I would want to go as well. So, seeing as that they're going that direction, we're going to put it in this direction because it does want to. Oh, it does want to shoot over there because of that guy. There you go, and everything that's over there. Fantastic. And Nully is up. Overload, Nully is up. Well, not up, but will be up. Overload, and this is ours. So we've now taken everything except for over here. I mean, technically we've taken it. These? Oh. Overload. Overload. And the problem child, right? Obviously, we can go with air, but we're not. We're gonna do another sprayer drop. We're gonna line it up. It's gonna work. We're gonna use all the blue light we got. That egg is gonna pop. It's not gonna be a problem. You're done. You're overloading. Let's build all the sprayers. I want tons of sprayers. It's about having fun at this point. We have one island left. We have no energy, and that's perfectly fine. And let's see what that shot did. That shot did absolutely nothing to them, which is awesome. Which is awesome. And why is that awesome? Because it's about having fun. I want to have fun. I hope you are having fun. And we need... What do we need? Well, just a pylon, I guess. Yeah, just a pylon right here should work. Fantastic. The creep is coming in, so if this might not make it. So, but look at this. The sprayers are coming online. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I just want these to survive. Or this one, at least. We definitely could put some air here, you know, start bombarding this. We are going to bombard it from a form of air. And I guess let's take this back, just so we have it, so we can say we've taken this out. It's not like we need it. It's not going to give us anything. I never actually put this in mine production, which I wanted to for the sprayer assault. Let's do that. These eggs will pop, of course, blah, 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 blah. Problematic eggs, and nobody likes you. We lost something somewhere. Wait, where? Oh, I went into such a big deficit. I went into such a big deficit. This came online. Oh, and I never overloaded that one. Look at that. I never overloaded two of them. I'm the best. But that's okay. As you can see, we are doing good. I'm going to turn off the rockets that have just fired because we do want some green to be saved. Boom and boom. And let us see what this does. Again, 3 shots being fired from Mega Bertha. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And that's it. Which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. That's not nothing. You know. Again, let's finish taking this. I sort of keep doing it and stopping and doing it and stopping. I apologize. I'm sure there are plenty of people that are annoyed by that. So I'm sorry. I greatly, greatly apologize. It is now officially taken. Thank you. And yes, I should have overloaded those ones in the back. I thought I did. I thought I overloaded everything, but apparently I didn't. So that was my fault too. I apologize there as well. This is almost built, which is fantastic. And once it is, we will be in a better spot. This egg, I wish I could manually pop. I would even manually pop that egg. That is how generous I am at the moment. But look at this, a triple shot landing. We're going to move this in a little bit because it looks like the triple shots fire in a slightly forward pattern. Over here, this is all melting. We have successfully taken all the green ore over here. This is built. Fantastic. Let's start moving. Move a cannon for baseline protection. Move a couple mortars for other protection. And we are getting close. We have... How much of a drop? Yeah, that's a pretty good drop. We are going to drop all of these sprayers very soon. Once this is pretty much built... You know what? Probably can even do it beforehand. In the next shot... Here it is. Here comes the shot. We are... I was thinking of doing a conversion therapy, but you know what? I just want to rain it. I genuinely just want this destroyed. And here we go. Sprayers. Fly on in. Actually, I think that was a bit overkill. I wanted this to be a bit more about the sprayers. Always on. Have fun, sprayers. Let's see if the sprayers can do it without my cursor. How much AC do the sprayers alone produce? Not that much. Not that much at all. And then we just tap it, and it's like, oh, I have so much power. Look at that. Feeling pretty good there. Look at that. We have done it. We have made an assault. Boom, boom, boom. Let's take a top-down view to see how close we can get with our nullifier right now. We do have eggs, of course, but I think we can even... Yeah, we can get a nullifier down there. Should be able to protect it. There we have it. We can just put our mouse right here. I don't even have to move it. My hand hurts from holding the mouse for so long in that manner. Look at that. Everything has been destroyed. I'd say there's no creep on the map, but there's creep in space. So depending on how you look at it, there may or may not be creep on the map. We have two enemies to nullify, which means there's another nullifier out there. And guess what? I just hit overload on both of them. Shh. Alright, let's actually move into the corner. Let's take out these eggs. No one likes eggs. Yeah, get out of here. There it is. That is the objective. We are going to overload, so we will watch this explode. Whew, this was a big one. I definitely, in hindsight, should have earned my Bertha. Without a doubt. So I apologize. I'm sure that has been frustrating. I hope once I figured it out, that's a relief. You know? It's one of those things that I didn't even think at the time, and I was like, you know what? That's silly of me. I mean, of course you can earn a Bertha. I mean, it's a Bertha. The nullification is charging. We have the energy. Space is actually cleansing itself. Feeling pretty good about it. Boom. Oh, it's these eggs. Ugh. Look at that. But there are still. Boom. There goes one. Over here. Come on. Boom. There we have it. We have done it. The eggs are gone. All that's left is literally right there. Oh, I didn't move that. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Holy moly. And you know what? 58 minutes? Still an okay time. I definitely think if I had done the Bertha thing, probably would have shaved off like 10 minutes. Definitely would not have even touched the 25-minute one, though. That is a monster. They are very, very good. So feeling pretty good after seeing the times. But woof, that was a big one. So thank you very much for checking this out with me. I had a lot of fun with it. Don't get me wrong. While I say it's long, while all this happened, I enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoyed it too. It's a lot of fun. I beat myself up a little bit for forgetting something or taking my time and not doing things optimally. That's just how I am. I'm still having fun. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you check out some of my other videos. Leave some comments right in the community. Just so you know, the map maker of this map does at least post on some of my videos. I don't know if he watches all of them, maybe just the ones that are his. But, you know, Tricky Gamer, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Say hi to the map creator. Say hi to the community. There are a lot of really fantastic people that I have personally interacted with on a number of levels. I consider them friends. I enjoy it. So please join and have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that thing. I am on the road to 1,000. I mean, honestly, when I started this channel, just so you know, I didn't expect to be more than like 20 people. So the fact that I'm just about at 400 blows my mind. So thank you very much for all the support from everybody, and I greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, take care, and I'll catch you next time.